Hello guys, in this video now we need to add Victoria Server 1 to the cluster. Let us start. In Victoria Server 1 also we just installed the service accounts and we have no problem in there. We need also to link the SQL database to this one. So access to settings. In settings now we have the data server. We need just to put the SQL, link it to the DVD, click OK, then switch to full mode. And now you have the DVD, but I don't want to run the installation directly. I want to access through File or Windows Explorer this PC. Now right click on your DVD, open, and then open, right click on setup and run as administrator. This is important, otherwise you might get some errors. Okay, wait again to have the wizard to continue the installation. The wizard is right there. We access to installation now. I do not want to create a new SQL Server failover cluster. My failover cluster is already in there. I just want to add node now to SQL Server failover cluster. So I click this one. Okay, after 3 to 5 minutes, we get this screen now. We need to access to developer again. Next. And I accept again the license terms. The system is going to check everything. Use Microsoft Update. Just click on next. Check again and then just continue. The system now is going to scan for product updates, download setup files. We're supposed to be able to pass that, and we need now to check the role on the server. Wait again for maybe another 2 minutes. After another 3 minutes, we got this check pass. Again, we have just this warning about the cluster service for the multiple path. You remember that. Next. Now we already have SQL Server, nodes, and Victoria Server 2, and this is the only failover cluster instance I have. And I need now to install it on Victoria. Continue now with the installation. Next. The second instance is easy because you don't need to do any other configuration. It's just a matter of next, and just follow the screen. Okay, again here cluster network specification. The IP address which I have to provide it for this node, again, it's supposed to be a unique IP address, 192.168.0.203. If you ask why 203, remember the main cluster, the IP address was 0200. The DTC role, we give it 201. Then we give 202 for Victoria Server 2 and 203 I will give it for Victoria Server 1. Click on next. Now also we have to provide the service account for server 1. So we just open the combo box, browse, type SQL, expand the service account, and for server 1 for agent, this is the main account that we just installed it. And for the server database engine also we have account for it. So here again we type SQL, check names. This is the database and OK, continue, next. We have the configuration file and install. We need to wait now till we get the success screen. And after a few minutes, as you see, the installation is succeeded. So now the server 1 also is done. I have to restart server 1 now. And once we log in again, we need to check now if we can move the role of SQL from server 2 to server 1. Because remember, it is initially in server 2. So I'll use the failover clustering to simulate an error and then move it to server 1. Now if I want to check the role, if it can be moved from one server to another in case the server is down, like here, if Victoria Server 2 is down, I can make a simple test here. Just right click on the role which I want to move it, and in move, select node. Currently only Victoria Server 1 is available. Click OK. And as you see now, the role successfully moved from server 2 to server 1. We can do the same with SQL Server to move from server 2 to server 1. Or you can access to nodes if you want. And in nodes, I know currently Microsoft SQL is running on Victoria Server 2, so I can right click on it. And in more action, I can stop cluster service to simulate a failure in server 2, and I will see if the role successfully can be moved to server 1. But here, this one is faster. You don't need to stop and rerun. Just right click, select now, move, and select node, and then move it from server 2 to server 1. Click on OK. And as you see here, guys, also now the SQL Server can be moved to Victoria Server 1. So by this now the failover cluster supports the high availability of SQL. Thanks for watching.